Hello, hello. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of direction using the energies of the daily moon cycle and also of the astrological aspects surrounding us that do affect all of us, including specifically how those angles apply to our birth charts. Hey there. Good evening. Good evening. You did. You did finally make it here at the start. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to do hopefully a brief reading here tonight. I've been under the weather for the majority of the weekend with nausea and a headache that you would not believe. So, one of my ways of relief is by getting the energy out by giving y'all a reading. So, this is going to be a general reading today. Happy 1st of December. We're going to have a month of Hanged Man energy with that 12. And of course, that is Pisces. That is the ruling planets of Jupiter traditionally. And then in modern astrology, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So we've got some dreams happening, some expansions. So let's see what's going on here today. I love that. Moving out of stagnation. We've gotten this card quite a bit. This could be happening on the next 6th day, which is going to be Wednesday, right before the full moon in Gemini. So moving out of stagnation, and I'm focusing there on that yellow solar plexus chakra by following your heart energy. And then we've got this vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, and we do have a 13 energy, which is today's energy. So with the 22 energy adding up for today, let me know what you were doing 22 years ago. That would have been 2003. 2 and a 3 added together with those zeros is going to bring us a 5-year of change. So let me know what changes, if you can recall, that happened for you in 2003. Thank you for that, Miss Monique. I hope I feel better too. I'm hoping this will give me some relief here tonight, getting this energy out and sharing it with y'all. We are in the last decan of the first decan of Sag. We're in that last little bit of degrees here, our last 8 of Wands of passionate, fast communication. So with our moon waxing gibbous, that is letting us know that we are so very close to achieving our goal. And it's when that moon is building momentum up to the top of the lunar roller coaster, as I describe it. And once we get to the top of that energy, we throw our hands up because we've spent the last 2 weeks in Emperor energy building that ride that we're going to get after the full moon for 2 weeks. We also have our revisit. So from these last decans of Scorpio, we're going to be revisiting all these lessons in Mercury while it was in retrograde. So technically, this is going to be our 3rd time, our 3rd pass through this lesson of accommodating our instinctual drives. With Venus today, the planet of love, and abundance. Their symbol is an ocean covered with white caps. So if you do any sailing or you just know about oceans in general, when we see white caps, that's to let us know the sea is a bit rough. And the ocean represents our emotional states, our subconscious. And this is about learning how to avoid being overwhelmed by the elements of nature and life. So, with Mars, our masculine energy or our yang, it is men cutting through the ice. And I've been talking about that image for quite a while. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I've been talking for quite a while about the ice beneath the iceberg. So, really, what's hidden underneath there. And this is all about accepting the need to flow around obstacles that are beyond our capacity to influence. So things we cannot control, going with the flow and navigating around those obstacles. So Venus is in that first decan of Sagittarius. We entered there last night, and that is going to keep that Eight of Wands energy remaining for us. And then as we cut through the ice, I thought it was interesting with that Yang energy being masculine. It's a bit old-fashioned as the term, but it's good husbandry. Okay. I know that means several different things in different contexts, but it's about putting away surplus now in times of plenty in order to cope with any times that may be upcoming of scarcity. So let's see what's going on here with our heart chakra energy. We won't have the moon entering Aries for another 4 hours or so here Eastern Standard Time, or actually that'd be worldwide, goodness sake, worldwide, at 10:12 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we've got this ego sublimation, and today is the energy of the master architect. It's a master number 22. Let me know if you have any dates around the 22nd that might be relevant. And again, 22 years ago was 2003. So let me know what changes you were experiencing then. Miss Peg and Josie, Monique, and Diana in the house. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you all so much. Let's see where we go. I'm going to use our fire deck for that last little bit of Aries energy. And there is some Aries energy here, throwing caution to the wind. Well, today's sun is going to affect all of us, which is a golden-haired goddess of opportunity. So we're listening to criticism and clues, finding our own definition of what success is. And that is setting off on a journey by going toward our passions, and doing so will be able to help us cut through any jealousy, strife, or competition here. This is also their learning, in a lot of decks, they are actually forming a star. They're trying to form a star or a dream as a team. So this might be you coming in to finish off this dream team energy. There's our high priestess Pisces energy that we'll be experiencing for the month. And with strength and balance coming in, let's see, just on the surface energy here, strength and balance wanting to come in, but only if we don't walk away or run away from our own yin yang of balance within. So let's see where we go with this ego sublimation here, moving out of stagnation. The energy feels very masculine so far. So let's see where we go with that. Let's see where we go with that. How was your guys' Thanksgivings? Let me know. You had major foot surgery in 2003. Well, that would be a lot of changes. Yeah, you could find out who you relied on and who you couldn't. That is a wonderful example of it's a path of tradition, right? That 5 energy of the Hierophant, and people that you might have traditionally trusted. You learn in those kind of hard times, right? Who you can and can't count on for when life gets real, right, Peg? I thank you guys for being people I can count on. Thank you so much for your love and energy, all the support that you show me. I do appreciate you. Let's see where our reading goes. What's up with this ego sublimation here, especially to help us expand on our dreams for the month of December. And if there are no volunteers coming out for your guys' energy, then I will go ahead and take from the top. But I feel like there we are there. Yep. All right. So especially balancing our own inner yin and yang within here. You guys are coming up as doing so. And actually you're making it look pretty easy here. Balancing, it's like you're doing the most, but we're making it look easy here. Our situation and our opportunity. So our situation here when we move out of this stagnation is to find wish fulfillment here with that 9 of Cups energy. Okay, and the opportunity, third position for me, is going to be slow and steady wins the race, but this is an actual opportunity that is forthcoming here. I'm reading for the month of December. Virgo energy there. Let's see, in the recent past, we've got this 88 energy here, tied up in your head big time, feeling like there's nothing you can do about a situation, but that is going to come from, again, with the sun here, a golden haired goddess of opportunity. That's today. That's by holding on to our own solar plexus energy here, going towards what makes us happy and joyful, moves us out of that stagnant energy. So I love that that is coming through here in the environment. And the whole heart of the reading is going to be surrounding temperance. And those 2 cups here are interesting because the 2 cups there were on the pre-shuffle. If we'd been trying to run away from our own inner balance, there on the bottom of the deck in the pre-shuffle, and I was saying that felt like that masculine energy. Whoever I'm reading for tonight was in that place. And remember, by you balancing your own energy, that's how the yang follows suit. Near future, there's your new beginning. Right here, moving out of stagnation. And right underneath that, in fact, the month of December is a 12. 1 plus 2 is 3 of the Empress energy. And this says benefactor, grace, and generosity. Mushrooms for me are Virgo energy. That's what I always label the images with there. So I like that here. And I'm mostly focused here on her purse. So what you taking with you on this new leap? I know what you're not taking is being stuck in your head about it here anymore. The block could have been there's not enough to go around. But remember that Mars energy, what had us stuck is that we must put away some surplus in times of plenty so that we can cope with times of scarcity. So here is what we're putting away. Okay, and I love the tempering or balancing the budget, balancing the yin and yang energies here. This is on the table, guys. So meaning that can either always be a block or it is a block that can, once overcome, brings in this opportunity, this tangible 3D time, money, energy, resources, assets, new talents, perhaps. Wherever you're going next, you're going to be able to go. So don't let money be the block here. Okay, we can always find resources. So if you're saying, but yeah, we got to have money to make the world go round, how are we going to get through Christmas? My ear squeezing on that one. Understand that it's more than just spending money, right? You can exchange services. Services are a currency. You can exchange sentiment. You can exchange love, favors. While one person goes and runs their errands or works, maybe you can change that time up with someone else. Maybe you swap watching the kids, or you're offsetting some of these responsibilities here so that you can have more. You're tempering the energy. Yeah. What spirit wants you to know is you are clever. You are, you wave that magician's wand there as a queen of wands. Aries energy there coming in on our path of protection with that heart chakra. Mars guided is also Scorpio energy, which we still have there. I mentioned going through for a third time, accommodating our instinctual drives. Now, our outcome energy, accommodating for ourselves, balancing our own selves may cause issue with someone else here. There's our December energy of the Hanged Man. And I started off the reading with saying it is a month, or I think I titled it that, a month of higher consciousness. And that's what's showing up here. That's what's getting us out of stagnation. Okay, let's go ahead and just check out some yang energies fueling this here. So with that Seven of Cups energy, that is going to be Mercury in its last decan, accommodating our instinctual drives, is driving this balance here. Instead of hemming and hawing about which option we're going to pick, remember that the light aspect of Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice. Okay, using your instincts, go for the one that is going to light up that solar plexus chakra for you. That is what's going to pull us out of this stagnation. This opportunity may well be also from some kind of benefactor or help that arrives outside of ourselves. Now, the situation, we've been waiting here for this wish fulfillment. Seven of Pentacles is an energy that's going to be the last decan of Taurus, where Uranus retrograde is currently stationed here, opposite of that Scorpio energy. So we have 77 there in the environment, which is going to be tomorrow, 14 of Temperance, again, the heart of the reading. Transmuting any kind of old pains into wisdom for this new beginning. Yeah, this is a big old lesson learned. That is also the energy of tomorrow, because the partner to Temperance is the Hierophant. This is definitely wisdom gained, knowledge gained, something that you need to know, especially now that Mercury is going back direct. This is a big old lesson learned here, guys, that enables this new beginning for you. Yeah. A whole year of hermit energy we've been experiencing in 2025. It has been confusing. It feels like a year of opposites to me. It's like upside down day or upside down year. Everything just gets toe up from the flow up. And that's kind of what you get with a year of culminations. So a lot of pairs here, 77, 88, and now we've got this 99 energy. So tempering this pain into wisdom, not only we have pre-empress energy here of the minor arcana and of the court cards here, the highest ranked queen. And that is being backed up by, you've learned a thing or two here. This is independent, autonomous energy. So this could be some kind of, maybe that's a divorce settlement for some. If that is happening for you, that will be coming in for the month of December, especially since I was looking at that purse or wallet energy. And then what's fueling that new beginning is, again, wow, lesson learned. This is the energy of hard at work here. You've got one down, but this is like an assembly line, right? This is becoming an expert in your own field when the heart of the reading is centered around this Nine of Pentacles, this independence. You put the work in more than a few times here if this reading is for you here. Curious to see what's fueling that Tower energy, but we will get there. In the block is not walking away towards our own heart's energy, blocking our own solar plexus, right? And we should never be waiting around. This can be an energy too of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you getting your ultimate wish fulfillment with how you've been doing things? That comes by realizing you are spoiled for choice, and it's not a lack of choice. This balance has not come easy, guys. So again, I'm applauding you. If this is your reading, this is, you know, that by understanding that you've done a lot of self-work here. It's like, this is not even about my ego. This could be ego death here with that 13 energy, pairing with today's numerology. Okay, so what has been blocking is we are not walking away from some kind of leadership role, a role in a marriage here, possibly, with the block, especially with it not having walked away as of yet, being here in the block, but in the near future, it looks like you're gonna. If it's a change of job, that's coming as well. Now, to your balance again, how you get your groove back is you're already there. Look at these matching purples. That is third eye energy. Again, 2 days from now. Wednesday, Thursday, this week is going to be pretty big here in the energy this week. So this Two of Cups here, what Spirit wants you to know is your own balance comes. You don't wait for your wish fulfillment. You call it in. You being balanced is literally what calls in the environmental energy around you. You seeing how beautiful you are, you recognizing that you hold that wand of magic. Today is the first, the magician. You are the one creating the spells here. It is not from outside of you. And whoever this reading is for, you clearly understand that. And that's what's pulling in. You're manifesting here with that Queen of Wands. She's almost better at it than the actual magician, because the magician can come in with some manipulation energy in its shadow, that dualistic energy of Gemini. I can be your best friend or your worst nightmare kind of energy. So your own balance here is fueling your opportunity for magic. It's fueling your opportunity for independence and sovereignty here. And this is waiting for that ship to come in. So whatever you've been manifesting, guys, by you setting yourself into your own balance not only brings a spiritual awakening, especially in the past, this can be indicative, that hermit energy of a dark night of the soul. 2009 was that for, 2025, a 9-year, 99 problems, but what ate one? Your own greatness. Not anymore. You're not waiting on it outside of you. And that's what's going to be. It feels like a nice surprise. I don't know if you expected this to come in quite this way. This could be a pre-emperor energy here, King of Wands. On the outcome, what is this about? This could be a King of Wands energy doing a complete 180, having a change of faith. You're raising consciousness, remember, on the yin energy, then elicits the change, the 180, on the masculine energy. Very literal here today. This raised consciousness brings relief from fear of heartache. It brings relief, letting go of past familial patterns. And when you're damn well ready here, it's like taking a hot minute. The Hanged Man takes his time. This is a definite change of direction here, guys. A change up in the energy. Wow. Okay, Lovers there on the bottom. I got to know what's pairing with that. A crossroads or a choice. You are not willfully blind to it. Do not get stuck here again, because you just look at what is going to move you out of stagnation here. Is it going to be more of the same, or by you blowing up what you thought it was? Fear is also ego, guys. Fear is saying we can't have something, or we're spoiled for choice here, or we're not spoiled for choice. It is ego says you're not going to make the right choice, or how will you, or it's not time yet. Balance again. Wow. I mean, that's a lot. I got to see what's fueling that. Page of Cups. So a love offer here, a new start, looking at something with new eyes. And our song today was Lenny Kravitz. All I heard was "I Want to Get Away." And that was from the Fly Away. Okay. Heart of the reading. If you want to fly away and you want to get away, those of you who are ready to do that, that is what's going to be set in motion here. Wow. I like them apples. Okay, let's get some advice for you guys. I'm going to be doing my all signs tomorrow just because I know that's a long read and that ends up giving me a headache too. It's just exhausting. I'm going to try taking some Advil before that reading tomorrow night. So instead of tonight, I'm going to do that tomorrow night if you guys don't mind. But I want to get some advice out here for you. I want to look at, I think, if we're accommodating our instinctual drives. I mean, this communication energy here. I want to find out what is this lesson learned here. I think I'm going to go for my twin flame ascension journey here. If this reading is for my viewer, you want to fly away? I know it's a great song. And if y'all didn't know, since I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about Lenny Kravitz, there's a video of where he had a leather pants incident. So talking, I don't think he intended on something to fly away, but it did, and there's video to prove it. Okay, wow. Entering your vortex much. Absolutely. I believe this came out, the odds of that. I mean, wow, you're going here. I want to fly away, aligning with infinite abundance. The situation is wish fulfillment. So coming out of stagnation. And then I said this might be coming by December here with that Empress energy of surrender. You let go and let God, or whoever it is that you pray to. Okay. It's all higher energies, right? Practicing that self love, nurturing your inner child. That's you coming in here. And look at that. We go to the swan of mission accomplished. Welcome home to yourself. I mean, wow. This is in the month of December, guys. I knew Sagittarian season was going to be big. I felt it for a few months now. But again, the block is you got to go towards that Ace of Cups. You got to go fulfill your own Big Dipper so that you can use that magic and heal that half of the lemniscate. Then that brings in healing of our masculine energy, our yang energy. And that might just also bring an actual person here, a new love offer here that helps balance this out, that brings you some justice. It's karmic justice. It's input output. So you doing this work brings you the karmic justice here of not only raised consciousness, but I mean, the lovers would be pairing with the tower. I don't know that you were quite prepared for how fast this energy is picking up around you. I mean, that's a gorgeous card. Each suit is only 11 cards. So mission accomplished here, 1111. That will be that lover's energy. So this is steps. This entering our vortex are steps to our ascension path. And I believe yesterday the sun's energy was a mother showing her children how to take one step at a time. Yeah, this is all steps, guys. Not only does this heal you, this is multi-generational healing, right? This raised consciousness that is stopping a pattern here from ever occurring again, not just on this timeline, but on multiple timelines and on future timelines. That's just beautiful. And there's the unification there of divine feminine and divine masculine aligning with abundance. Again, we've got that beautiful grace and generosity here coming for the month of December. Just wow, what a reading here. Let's get advice here for each sign. Let's see what you need to know for accomplishing this mission. Let's see here. What do you need to know for accomplishing this mission? What are some blocks here that might trip us up from walking towards that Ace of Cups? Okay, beautiful, guys. Wow, I didn't. I thought, oh, the sky's a little calm today after it being crazy all weekend. Josie knows what video I'm talking about. Ah, I didn't believe it. If you don't believe me, look it up and then share it with everybody else. Like, oh no, poor Lenny. Even bad press is good press, and especially in that case. And as I'm talking about Lenny, I wasn't even ready here yet. Okay, so Lenny Kravitz had me thinking of that. So let's see. Either you or your partners only want sex, except that it's okay to reach for more. Maybe it's the old reach around. I don't know, Lenny. Call me. Now let's get into all the signs. What are the blocks for each sign, please, starting with Sagittarius? What is a block from Sagittarius walking towards their ninth cup of situation here, wish fulfillment? What is blocking Sagittarius? You or your person is a Sagittarius. This could be for all of us for the month of December here through Saggy season. Yeah, holding on, not walking away. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh new start with someone new. Just saying. And the Two of Cups is what Spirit wants you to know. Cut that old tie, guys. If this is an old role, this is the senior of the class, it's time to graduate. You can't, stay around for a few more years. You're going to keep maturing, and the people that you started off with this, these lessons in are going to move on. They're going to move on their way. And if we're still holding on to that senior spot, okay, even though we're meant to move on here and create our own new realities of balance. Yeah. In the environmental energy here, boundaries. Needing to hold good boundaries so that you don't feel violated. Okay. Pick a side. Pick a side during Sagittarian season. It's time here, especially if that's an outcome that you're wanting. It's going to require the destruction of something old here and no longer holding on to 8 broken cups. Okay, Sag? All right. What about for Capricorn? What are blocks for Capricorns, please? Month of December or during Sagittarius season? What are blocks? Why isn't Capricorn walking away? What's holding them back from achieving their wish fulfillment independently? Okay, Cappies, let's work on our worthiness here. You deserve an amazing relationship. Take steps to heal any doubts about yourself. Okay, those could have been passed down to you. Re-examine, especially with Uranus in retrograde and Taurus. Re-examine what you value to be true, what you desire, what you see as worthy, what your definition of success is. And whether that's you or your person, environmental energy, this could be someone around you, or this could simply be your yang energy. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. Whatever you want. It's your decision there for Capricorns. What about for Aquarius? Aquarian energy, please. There we go with that block. Okay, Aquarius, even though Pluto, the planet of transformation, is in Aquarius right now, trying to change someone else never works. Accept them as they are or move on. And this kind of looks like clouds here, but I didn't see it as that. I saw this as under the iceberg. Okay. So, Aquarius, not pointing a finger at you, but all I'm saying is if you examine whether or not you pointing the finger at someone else, trying to get them to change, is an excuse for not stepping into your own greatness in this new love opportunity here. Environmental energy is rushing. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect divine timing. Over and over again, guys. Balance. I mean, it's everywhere here. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. Let's look at Pisces. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. Did she really? MJ mentioned the Lenny Kravitz. I wonder when that was. Was it the same song? No way. That's awesome. Okay. Pisces. Too risky. You feel like it's not worth the risk to leave where you are, but in order to go where you're going to get here, to take that new leap of faith, Pisces, you got to be brave here. You got to surf that ocean of emotions. You feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. It is worth it there, Pisces. Environmental energy, hard to get. You're missing the opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. Okay. So if that's in your environmental energy, if you're the Pisces and that's the person, lay it to them straight. Let them know you're willing to take a risk, but the reason you're afraid to do so is that you're not getting, they're not giving you exactly the information you need to feel comfortable moving forward here to take that leap of faith. Okay, Pisces. What about for Aquarius? That was fast. All right, Aries, excuse me. We've got this energy here of past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. Okay, so Aries there, we've still got Chiron, the healer, in that sign, but we're getting closer there. We're still in that Four of Wands, 11-11 energy, but in order for the equal action to come your way, Aries, you've got to make sure you're doing that self-healing, okay? Little Five of Pentacles energy there in the environment. You seem to be unapproachable because you're aloof. Try being more friendly. And that is someone in your environmental energy, or this is how your yang can take action to balance out this healing of the feminine energy, Aries. What about for Taurus? Miss Kaylee, hello, hello. All right, Miss Kaylee. And I thought it was neat that the B side to I Want to Get Away, the Lenny Kravitz song, that the title of the album was Five, the number five. It was released May 11th. There's our 11th, our Hierophant, our opportunity, and our outcome, May 11th of 1998. Which would have been a 27 year, which was another 7 year, 1998. So that was also a year of culminations of that hermit energy. All right, Taurus up next. Speaking of the Hierophant here, what is keeping Taurus from walking towards their ninth cup of wish fulfillment? Ooh, okay. Well, we got two of you here. Taurus is wanting the whole lot. So we've got eye candy and mixed signals here for Taurus. Beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. And then also, you don't let others know you're interested. flirt and be approachable. It's like flirt with your mind here too, Taurus, not with just your sensuality. Um, flirt with your brain. Make sure that, Taurus can come off a little unapproachable, but it's usually just because they're thinking of a million things. They've already got their day churning and planning, days ahead of time. So let's try to stay in the moment here and go deeper than just the outside. Let's go underneath that iceberg there and make sure that you are doing the same in return here, Taurus. On the environmental energy, there's a feeling of rejection here. Maybe you've rejected someone. That's the mixed signals. So maybe your block to happiness towards your wish fulfillment is because they have no idea you're interested, Taurus. Build confidence by exploring what others value in you through dating or other social interactions. So use more than just your good looks or going for those that are good looking. Like, make sure that you're asking the right questions too here, Taurus, to go a little deeper. All right, Gemini. That's going to go along our air column here, trining with Aquarius. Gemini energy. Okay, losing yourself here. Look at these swirls in the air here. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. If that is not the epitome of this block here, I'm lost in this mother role, this teacher role, this wife role. And you got to have a life of your own here, because whatever role that is, it's blocking you from leaving behind those 8 cups of disappointing emotion there. Let's see, surrounding you, Gemini, that could be the full moon in Gemini revealing too. That's on Thursday, revealing how you've lost yourself here a bit in someone else. Then around you in the environmental energy, yeah, this is the masculine energy being passive. You haven't ignited this King of Wands energy yet here. All right, Gemini, got to pull in some more of that masculine. Take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion ignited. I know this is like a mall or an office, but I saw a grocery store. So whoever that's for, you might just meet someone in a grocery store if you're single, if you're not lost in a partnership right now, Gemini. Email me if you meet someone at a grocery store. All right, Cancer, incompatible here, standing back to back on opposite sides of the fence there. You don't really believe there's a match for you. Have an open mind. Just like Pisces here, it's like feeling like it's not worth the risk. You're making assumptions. That water trine energy so far is making assumptions. Oh, it's too risky. Nobody's going to be able to partner with me. And I know water signs, you're very deep, but if you tap into that depth, then remember that's going to be the magnetic attraction of the people that you attract to you. Build confidence. That came up, I think that came up for Taurus here. Let's see here. This came up for somebody here, past trauma through rejection. That might have been for Aries, I can't recall. But anyway, in your environmental energy, find out, ask the questions. What do others value in you? People that you trust. Have them give you some adjectives there. Answer. If you don't see it in you, if you don't think that someone's compatible, it feels like a lot of excuses here so far in that water energy. All right, just saying. Just saying, myself included there. I'm a water sign, so um, I'm wagging the finger at my own damn self as well. You hate that song? Well, what about the B side? What about Believe? All right, Leo energy. Too attached, give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. So, in that alignment here with fire, we've got attachment issues that could have been passed down. That's a lot of attachment wounds are being healed with people now. I know a lot of you here, if you're intuitive and empath, then that could be very well what you're here to help the entire planet do, is release these patterns of insecure attachment. Okay. That's feeling very angsty. Okay, so finding some independence, the strength to be independence. So, again, making it look easy, balancing your own energy, thinking that they need you or they can't do it alone, Leo. That's ego, right? So, allow someone to have their own time as well. In your environmental energy, there's a retreat. So, it's that push pull dynamic here, Leo. The more you go in, the more someone backs off. The fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. So this looks like wow, just really an avoidant and an anxious, insecure attachment style here. You might be stuck in there, Leo, or if Leo's your person. Got some healing to do there, and especially with strength coming out there as who I'm reading for today. You're balancing your own energy. What about for Virgos? Virgo. Now I got mixed results here for that Earth trine. Okay, Capricorn's not feeling like they're worthy enough here. Taurus is having the eye googles. All right. Let's look at Virgo walking away. And I just heard good. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. That's the block here. I would say only if a person is matching your energy and you've been reciprocal, you're only giving what has been given and vice versa. Other than that, Virgo, I feel like maybe you're the one that has decided, I'm going to go ahead and do this here, especially with I'm talking about the Earth trine and the block being an excuse that I can't walk away because, well, make sure we're also not walking away too quickly because of past hurts. But it doesn't feel like you're leaving too quickly here, especially because I heard the word good just by reading the title. Let's see what's in the environment. You're walking away from too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. If there's a Virgo person walking away from you, that's just not tracking for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to just be like, okay, and take that if that's not what this feels like. Let me see if I can get another one. What is the block here? I remember the block is not walking away. But I feel like the definition there, it's not walking away too quickly. It's staying behind too long. Let me get another one for Virgo here. What else does Virgo need to know? And that is also pulling me back to, I believe it was for the Sag environmental energy, standing on both sides of a fence. You can't straddle that fence here, Virgo. Anything else, or is that it? Is that what Virgo needs to know? Two more. If not, we're taking it as is. That's it. Okay. Take it for what you will there, Virgo. Let me know if I've got that right or your interpretation there. You would know, especially if you have a lot of Virgo placements. Virgo is in the South Node right now, and that's about reorienting ourselves and approaching a more balanced sense of positive and negative generational influences. Okay. So I feel my interpretation of this was better than that description, just saying. All right. Libra. Okay, Libra, a block of walking away from what's broken is criticizing or criticism. Your partner is driving them away, focusing on their good qualities, especially if this is a new person. Don't get scared before it gets started there, Libra. Okay, try not to get scared before it gets started there. Okay, losing yourself, changing them, that feels very, very different here than the other two air signs. So Libra, maybe that's balancing out on the other end. Let's see here, what's in the environmental energy? Yeah, so giving too much, that feels more like that air trine. So if your partner's a Libra, perhaps you feel that they've been criticizing you a lot, and that's why you're taking a new leap of faith. You're depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. I was talking about that with Virgo energy there. Only giving what is giving, that reciprocity. All right. What about for Scorpios? Okay. That is way too many, but we had a flipper here. So I'm going to take that. That flew off the top there. Being obsessed with someone or struggling with some other kind of addiction. That can be our thoughts, that can be substances. I mean, we are in a celebratory month. There's going to be a lot of parties, maybe limit the number of parties, but guys, we can literally be addicted to anything. We do have the communication Mercury and Scorpio at that double 2 or 22, which is our number of the day. Hunters starting out for ducks, accommodating our instinctual drives, but maybe toning it down or reining it back just a little bit there. Scorpio, someone can be addicted to Scorpios. That's easy to do. Then too much. Look at that. So you're telling others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. Maybe we're addicted to gabbing. Maybe we're addicted to embellishing. Whatever that is, look and see why we might feel a need to do that. We still have Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. And that's the expectation to satisfy our deepest yearnings. And maybe we're re-wishing it. We're addicted to wishing for what it is that we want instead of releasing that manifestation and letting it go. Okay. And remember, we can't pull this in until this ending has taken place there, guys. So I hope that has helped you today, and I hope you got something out of that reading. What a beautiful spread. We had so many points of repeat that confirmed the balance energy within here. And literally, about the second that you walk away and bring this ending in, whatever lesson that has been hard learned, hard won, took you a hot minute to learn it. Now you're reaping the benefits here of that, either in that spiritual awakening energy, and also this choice point, this decision of the lovers coming in. You're going to have to decide and trust your own solar plexus of energy, guys. That's our situation. This is about wish fulfillment. Okay. And that is literally what moves you out of stagnation and brings in this benefactor energy. It's just beautiful. It's tangible, and it's coming for you through the month of December, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed you. That lifted my spirit so much today. I'm so glad I was able to pop on, even if just for a second. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and love. And I will see you tomorrow for the all signs for December. Love you too.